All quotes about a person's activity and character in this podcast is purely alleged and based on information given to us through social media.
Hey guys, welcome back to this episode of the Social Addicts Podcast. I'm your co-host, Courtney.
And I'm Katie.
And today we're going to be talking about the singer David.
All of this that is said in this video is alleged. They haven't even listed him as a person of interest. Obviously innocent until proven guilty. These are just some observations of a situation that are quite unfortunate. If you don't know, David is a singer. I think he got his start with live streaming and gaming, but moved his career into singing. He's super popular, new artist. As of the last I think 3 to 5 years. So, pretty new artist. Recently, there's been some controversy, some people saying that allegedly he has been going around with a minor. This alleged minor's name is Celeste, and so Celeste has been missing for about a year, and they recently found her body in the back of David's Tesla, which does not look good for David at all. But does not mean that necessarily he was the one who killed her or put her in his Tesla. It could be framed. Although there's some interesting evidence over the last couple of years, and we're just going to dive into that today. So what I'm presenting today isn't all of the evidence out there. This is just a few things that I found that I thought we could cover in today's video. And one of those things is, I'm not sure when this was, maybe 2023, there was a comment that said, just wait till they figure out that you like to hang out with 13-year-old girls. That's not what was exactly said, but I'm paraphrasing. And there was, so this was the first, as far as we know, the first kind of accusation towards David, but something that resurfaced recently was on one of his live streams. He a couple years ago had a girl on this live stream, and she made a pretty accusatory comment about how he liked to hang around with kids, and she muted the mic after she said that, and I think they kind of played it off as a joke, like, sorry guys, we gotta go, delete everything was kind of what the quote was. But then we get into his actual song lyrics. So for context, Celeste she would have just turned 15. Rumor, allegedly, this is not proven, David had been hanging out with her since she was around 11. And one of the song lyrics that allegedly he had played at a concert, he was just teasing a song. The lyrics were, quote, "I don't care about the law when I'm with you, 'cause I be breaking it all the time," end quote. And that could just be, a profession of love, and how much somebody is willing, how far somebody is willing to go for somebody that they love. Absolutely.
Yeah,
but in the context of what has allegedly occurred, it's just a little suspicious, but not enough to really say that he had for sure done something with a minor. But we look at more lyrics.
I have heard off of social media that there was a song lyric talking about dismembering a body. So that's definitely probably not going to help his case if that's an actual song lyric.
Yeah. Something else interesting, not necessarily a song lyric, but there was a comment on his, I think, TikTok that was like, adopt me, just a fan being silly. And David tagged a user that, like, the username was 0907. He tagged that user and said, should we? Or asked, should we? And interestingly, could just be coincidence, but interestingly, Celeste's birthday was September 7th, 0907, and one of David's songs, Romantic Homicide, was released on September 7th. So, very strange coincidence for sure.
Yeah.
There was also a clip of David talking about, like, what he wanted to do, like, where he saw himself in the next 5 years. And at the time, Celeste would have, well, I think that clip was recent. That would have been when she was 15. And his plan was, over the next 3 years, have a super, like, great career, make a ton of money, and then the 4th year kind of just drop off the face of the earth, and by the 5th year he would be completely off of social media. Nobody knows where he is. He's just living in this mansion off somewhere nobody knows. And it was just interesting that was also lining up with a time in which Celeste would be of age. Additionally, one lyric was also something along the lines of save your tear, I know life is hard, save your tears, 7 years, I know life is complicated. Which, again, none of this means that he was involved in any way with Celeste. It's just very interesting that so many things would be coincidences. There's also videos circulating of a girl who seems to be hiding. She's always in a hoodie. It's the same girl who was in that live stream. Well, we assume. It's just all very strange. Make your own interpretations based off of this knowledge. I'm sure there's more to the story. This is not an artist that I really knew anything about. We just thought we would cover it here today. Courtney, do you have any thoughts on the situation?
I mean, no. I'd like to... I don't know if it's just me. I didn't know the artist until, this popped up. But I haven't, seen anything about him, recently. I mean, he's not in custody, allegedly, or whatever. And just, I kind of, at least for me, I feel like no one's even, heard about where his whereabouts are or, what he's doing, which seems a little weird.
It seems like he's been, based off of what I've heard, people speculate that as of the last 48 hours, he has been active online, playing video games. I'm not entirely sure what else they would mean by being online. There's receipts that kind of show that he's playing some video game. As of posting on social media and liking stuff and being engaged on there, I'm not sure. But I don't think that they have him in custody. He's not a person of interest right now. All that we know for certain is they found Celeste's body in the trunk of his Tesla. That's another thing. That song that we mentioned, you know how Celeste's birthday is September 7th? The song was released September 7th, and that one username was 0907.
Yeah.
That same song, Romantic Homicide, that was released September 7th, was one of the songs in the music video. They depicted a pretty gruesome scene where they were putting a body into the trunk of a car. So
it really doesn't seem like they're helping the case at all. Well, guys, this was our video for this week. Make sure y'all, check out all of our other videos on Spotify and or YouTube. And make sure you go check out all of the short form content on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. And thank y'all guys so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.